Welcome back to another episode of Simply Terrifying, and this is called The Change Up. So this one's going to be hard in both the podcast and on the video because I'm done. I'm done with this. Joking. I'm not done. But there is going to be a change up, hence the name, right? So this actually marks the first day of the 12th week, okay? Which I've been really honest about where I want this to go and like what my intentions are as far as like keeping up and doing the consistency or whatever. I've also said that I am new here on both platforms, on both planes, right, of entertainment or advice or whatever you want to categorize this as, just some random lady babbling. I don't know. I mean, all could be true, I guess, right? So I don't want to do it wrong, and I don't, let me try to rephrase, right? Like try to phrase this the right way. I don't want to fuck it up, but I don't want to give up, and I don't want to waste anything. You know what I mean? So I took the weekend, and this is hard because I have been consistently showing up as I said that I would. And so and I've got the year mapped out. Okay. The entire fucking year. It's only March, right? It's only March. Okay. So instead of I've had things broken down and analyzed and all this stuff. So here's the deal. I started off as an absolute nobody. I still am a nobody, don't get me wrong. I'm not a nobody, just numbers wise, I'm a nobody, okay, which is totally fine. What I was trying to do is give as much as I could consistently, right? But after the months of doing what I'm doing, I got to see, the patterns and what people kind of gravitate to and flock to and all this stuff. And though having a jam-packed library with tons, over 50 videos, over 50 long-form videos anyway, tons, even more shorts, and then consistently going on the podcast day after day, Monday through Friday. It's all great, ethic-wise, timeliness-wise, all that, all good things. But what I've come to realize or learn is that because I'm throwing shit at you so often, you don't have to wait for anything. I mean, personally, I don't like waiting for anything, but on the flip side, if I have everything, there's not really stuff I want, right? Like, for example, to me, if I have an assload of candy in my house, that's when I eat it the least, which is weird, right? But, or if I really want some kind of drink, some specific thing, if I have a full stock, it's just not the same. It's when you don't have something where you you wonder oh, should I? Oh yeah. And then before you know it, you're on your way to go get it because you want it that much and you don't have it. My problem, as it was kind of shown to me, was that I was giving and giving and giving and giving and giving before I had anybody that was there to have it. Okay. And so the new people that come along, a lot of people they gravitate towards the short form things, right? Which are nuggets of the bigger ones. So they go from that nugget to the bigger one, and that's great. But when you have so much, somebody new coming in, they're not going to sample the entire buffet. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, oh, there you go. And then that's it. If they like it, okay. If they don't, it's So, no, none of the videos, none of the posts are going anywhere. But we're going to change up the formula just a little bit. Because again, I don't know everything. I've done, I made a plan and I stuck to it. But I've seen kind of how it's going, and I need to change it up a little bit. So the For Sure podcast, For Sure, I don't know why I said that. But anyway, the For Sure podcast and videos now, the long form ones, those are going to be released Fridays at noon. Okay, so 3 hours earlier, but only one day a week. Shorts will be sprinkled in there. So as far as the podcast, if you're listening, you get one of these a week. Okay, at least one defined. I say that, but it's going to be really hard to just kind of go from doing this 5 days a week to one. I don't know if it's something, this is going to be the harder thing to stick to, which is crazy, right? Because we've gotten into a rhythm, we've gotten into a routine here. But I also want this to not crumble. And there are some, some things. Of course, I had to ask, why it's good to not release so many videos or episodes when you're starting out. Is it good to give people something to wait for? Okay, we'll get into it, so it's not just me. While it might seem like more videos and episodes equals more growth, starting slow on these channels can actually be a more effective long-term strategy. Spacing out releases helps you avoid burnout, maintain higher quality, and build a more sustainable connection with your audience. Okay, and then you also build anticipation. Instead of overwhelming viewers, a set schedule like once a week creates a hook that makes subscribers look forward to your next release. So, I mean, if I'm getting on here and I'm throwing out 5 episodes a week, like every single day, like you just know that there's no need, really. There's no need to like subscribe or hang out because, I mean, you go tomorrow and there'll be another one, So if you miss it, fine, but the next day there'll be another one. So I'm trying to go through as a new creator in this zone. For one, to help out anybody else who's trying to think of the same shit, or attempting to do the same stuff. As I always do with everything, went in full force, as much as I can, all or nothing kind of deal. And along the way, like I've already said that some things have changed, font styles, captions, or the length of the videos or whatever, So sometimes you just have to mix it up, and hey, if it doesn't work, I always have the option to revert or modify or go from, 5 to 1 to 3 or 2 or whatever like there is no set thing. I'm just throwing it out there. So, creating a content buffer, staggering your uploads allows you to build a backlog or buffer. This is crucial for when life gets busy, ensuring you can stay consistent even when you aren't actively producing. Prioritizing quality, spacing out videos and episodes gives you more time to refine all the things, faster learning loops, taking time between uploads and actually seeing the numbers and all this stuff. So this is kind of a weird episode here, but I needed to I couldn't just not say anything and just leave everybody blank until Friday, where it's like, surprise, change, all this stuff is different now, but hey. So it's not you, it's me. Okay, for real, it's me. And I'm just trying to see if there's a better way I can go about this. Because honestly, this has been it's more than like therapeutic. I don't even know if that's like even the closest word. I've had people, even friends and things like that, who listen to the shorts, the longs, whatever, and have shared it to other people. And that's exactly what I was going for. Like specific things that, they clicked on one that resonated with them and then thought that, hey, someone I know is also kind of feeling like this or going through this, so let me and then they share it. And then this person, you know what I mean? And it's not even, I don't want to let anybody down, but I also don't want to, I don't think there would be a burnout situation, but I can see how you going in and there's hundreds or thousands of videos and stuff, that can be overwhelming, right? Let's be honest about that. But I still look forward to coming and doing this. And the restraint to go from 5 days to 1 day is going to be nuts. I don't think I don't know that I could actually do it. Like Fridays especially, like my birthday's on a Tuesday. I totally planned on having one of those sit downs, but hey, I mean, it's kind of like an open rule book, right? And if you ask my husband, Kara changes all the rules to all the games anyway. I don't, but whatever. So this is how it's going to go for this week. And we'll take it week by week, but I'm going to say that we're going to go from this Monday through Friday at 3 p.m. Now it's going to be Fridays at noon. And what about Watch Wednesdays? I know, right? Like, I'm going to have to do something. I'm going to have to do something. So even if those are like quick little blurbs, you know, as far as the video form goes, I'm not going to do that for the podcast people, but just know, or you know what, maybe I will. I don't see, it's really hard. It's really hard when you have a formula and you've been using it for months. The thought of just changing it is, I don't handle change well. But all right, so that's the game plan. So this is Monday. Ugh, I know. Weather's being chaotic. The weekend was good, actually. You know what I did? I actually did something I haven't done in a very long time. I've only ever done it one other time. I went with my friend and her daughter, and we went to play bingo. Guess what? I won! I did not win. Not even close. In fact, I felt so lost getting in there, and for that shiesty motherfucker sitting behind me. Granted, these people had some years on me, okay? Which is totally fine. I get it. And I know you're regulars. All right, I get it. And you want the money, right? You don't want to share with the new people all the tips and tricks because you want the money. But it's fucking bingo. You know what I mean? Like, either I have the numbers or I don't. So like, it's not like I'm going to cheat off you or whatever. I don't know. Pretty shiesty guy. I was asking like one question. He kind of veered me in the not so right direction. So good thing is he didn't fucking win either. So round of applause for that fucker. But anyway, we had fun and it was nice it was one of those things where I had talked about it and thought about it, but it's one of those that also kind of just poof, gone away. So with the change up coming, it's a good time now that the weather's kind of mellowing out. I know it's a little hormonal still out there. I don't know. We go from hot to cold to rain to sun. Tomorrow could snow. I have no fucking clue. But anyway, with the change up coming here, I feel like that is a good thing. If you have something that you've been sitting on or wanting to do and you really have no good reason why you haven't done it or whatever, I guess this is the week or the month or the time to go do that thing. You could have an absolute ball. You could fall on your ass. But hey, it's an experience. An experience turns into a story, and a story could be a lesson, and yeah. So we're going to wrap it up here. I know this is kind of a thing, but I will be back on Friday at noon. It'll be fine. We'll be fine. It'll be fine. You know what I mean? I'm going to be everywhere. So yeah, for those of you who are like, oh, thank God this bitch will stop popping up on my feed and stuff. Not so much. Sorry about that. Not sorry. But hey, I hope you all have a great Monday and rest of the week, since I won't be checking in with you Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. But I will see you Friday. I won't see you. I don't know why I keep saying that, but hey, Friday at 12. And we'll change everything and we'll see how this goes. So have a great one. Thank you so much. Like, share, subscribe, all the fun shit. And thank you so much for tuning in and listening. Bye. It's gonna be so hard, Billy. Okay, I'm done. Have a good one. Bye.